So welcome back. So in today's video we will try to write a code which reads two numbers. Okay, so it gets two numbers from the user and then it simply adds the number and print the sum. Okay, so that's the code that we are going to write today. So let's first create a file. So before that I'll just go to my folder. Okay, so we had the previous file over here, so we'll just create a new file now. So let's just name it code underscore 2 and with the extension .c. Okay, so we have our file now. Okay, so we have the file here, and now let's just open the file. Okay. So now for every program it's always a good practice to start with the comment. Okay, just to explain what the code is going to do. Okay, so here I'm going to write this code reads two numbers and prints the sum. Okay, so that's what our program is going to do, right? Okay, and now for C program we always start with hash include stdio.h. So we need this for getting the input as well as writing the outputs. Okay, so that's the first header file, and then we start the program int main. We open a bracket and close it, and then we open the curly brackets. Okay, and again it's a good practice to always close whatever brackets you are opening at the same time. Okay, so that you don't forget it later. So here I have opened the main body and I have closed it, and now I start writing by leaving a space, okay, or a tab. So here whenever you are starting writing a code, you have to first see which all variables you might need. Okay, it may not be complete, but just try to see the number of variables or whatever the variables you require in the beginning itself. Okay, so here I will need two numbers and then another variable sum to store the sum of those numbers. So let's say I need two variables, so both of them are integer, that's why I'm using int over there. So num1, then I need another number num2, and then I need the sum. Okay, so these are the variables I think I will need it for this program, right? If I need to add further, I can always do that at a later point of time. Okay, so first of all I'll just print a message to the user. So I'll say enter the first number, I put a colon and I put a space. Okay, and then I had to always put the semicolon, and here I will take the input from the user. Okay, and for that we use this function scanf. Okay, scanf, and the format is here inside the quotes we write %d. Okay, that means we are going to read a integer number. Okay, then put a comma, then put this ampersand sign, and then type num1. Okay, so what this line does is it gets a value from the user and store that value to this num1 variable. Okay, so but you have to keep that syntax in mind. And similar manner we need to get the second number also, so I'll just copy paste this. So here it should be the second number, and the variable that number should be going to or getting stored is num2. Okay, so now I have my two numbers. Now what I need to do is I need to just add those two numbers. Okay, so num1 plus num2, right? So I have the sum in this variable called sum. Okay, and now I need to print that variable, right? So in the previous instance and in the previous video also, we were just printing a string or printing a message. Okay, but here we need to print that some value, and how we do that is, we'll just say sum equal to, and then we'll just say percentage d. Okay, d always stands for integer. And then we can also have a next line, new line character, so that yeah, I explained that in the last video, right? And here just put a comma and write sum. Okay, so that means, or what this line does is, it prints sum equal to, and then in the place of this percentage d, it will include the value of sum. Okay, so that should do. And now let's just write the return statement, return 0, and this is the code that we need to print or take the two numbers and print the sum. Let's see if we have some errors. Okay, so for running the code, we type gcc and code2.c. Okay, so we ran and there's no error. We will have this executable file now, a.out. So we just run that, a.out. So now here it asks enter the first number. Okay, so that's the line that we have executed now. So here you can see enter the first number. So let's just input a integer value, and now enter the second number. So let's just put another value over here, and then we get the result as sum equal to 30. Okay, so that's the code. So if you need to run it again, we can again do it. So let's say 15 and 12. So you have the sum equal to 27. Let's just try giving it a float value. Okay, so see, that caused a error, right? Because we were supposed to input only integers. Okay, but instead of the integer, I am giving it the value 10.2, and that causes a error, and we are getting some rubbish answers. Okay, so keep that in mind. In C, if you are going to use integer, then only you can specify the variable type as int. Otherwise, if you need to add decimal numbers also, it's not int that will be using. We have to use another data type known as float. Okay, we'll go that into details in another video. For now, we'll stop this video, and yeah, so please try out this program yourself. Okay, so thanks for watching.